I mean, that's all you really get to do when you're driving is thinking, right?
When you spend hours driving every night, you end up with a lot of time inside your own head. Sometimes those thoughts are about work. Sometimes they have absolutely nothing to do with it. Tonight was one of those nights.
Oh, what's up, YouTube? We are on day number 46. Man, it's Saturday. I think we're gonna get some thunderstorms yet again. Regular Florida weather, right? Oh, yeah, we did pretty good the last 2 days. So we're gonna try to get out there and make it happen today. I am getting out a little bit late today because I had some other stuff to do today. Looked at a new apartment to move to because the lease is almost up on this one. It's in a nicer area and yeah, more populated area also. It's kind of halfway between here and Sarasota. But yeah, well, let's get to work and see where the day takes us. I just saw a Jeep with one side didn't have the doors on, the other side had the doors on. I've never seen that before. Usually it's all the doors off or all the doors are on. Anyway, just kind of odd to me. We're about 2 hours in, I believe. Yeah, about 2 hours in. I think I'm sitting around 50 bucks, so been pretty steady tonight. Some decent orders, but it seems kind of slow out on the roads, and I think school just started back up, and I think that's what the deal is. This weekend just doesn't feel as busy as it has been this summer, and I think the reason is because school started, people starting to calm down a little bit and stuff, and I'm sure not as many people traveling and stuff. So it'll be interesting for the next couple weeks to see how that plays out and how busy the orders get or how slow it gets. But you know, we'll see how it goes. So this is a Chevy truck, and in the infotainment center or whatever, I have Gemini. So I wonder if you're a delivery driver, do you ask random questions to Gemini throughout the night? I do a lot. I don't know why, I just do. I think it's something, so I ask Gemini. Like earlier, I went to a pizza place, and since I had to wait a long time, I bought a piece of pizza, and they had a Sicilian. So, and it was very good, by the way. So when I got back in the truck, I asked Gemini, what's generally on a Sicilian? And then it described the whole Sicilian pizza and stuff. And so then I asked Gemini their origins of pizza and then original toppings of pizza, you know, when it originated. And so I went on that rabbit hole, or anyway. But then a little bit later, I don't know what I was doing, but then I saw Adam Driver was going to be in the MCU as Mr. Sinister. I was like, so, well, that's sweet. So then I started asking it questions about who's going to be the new cast members of the X-Men in the MCU reboot stuff. So yeah, y'all ask Gemini or whatever questions throughout the night as you're driving? I don't know, it gives me something to do. I got to think of something else while I was driving. Like, I mean, that's all you really get to do when you're driving is thinking, right? Or just sit there listening to music. But anyway, as a driver, are there certain places that you prefer to pick up in your area? I have like 3 of them that I prefer to pick up. One of them is Five Guys, a specific Five Guys, of course, and it's because I've been going in there so much that most of the guys know me. They're real friendly. They know me. They know when I come in and stuff. And like most of the staff and stuff says hi to me and stuff almost every time I go in there. And then there's another place in the same area that's called Papo's Taqueria, I believe is what it's called. They're really nice, and I like going in there, and they're really attentive. Like as soon as you come in, they ask you what you're there for and stuff. And then probably the last one is the Chick-fil-A that I go in all the time. Of course, they're always really friendly, courteous, and everything else. And I generally get water from them. And if I stop in there, you know, yeah. As a delivery driver, those are the ones that I kind of like, just in my area. All right, end of the night. I know I had some random thoughts here and there tonight. I don't know. I always have some random thoughts when I'm driving and stuff. It's a lot of driving, so it gives you a lot of time to think. Anyway, tonight we did pretty good for me starting late. I had on Uber $77, and then on DoorDash I had $36, so $113 for the night, and I started late, so that's pretty good. I did get gas, so I'll have to subtract that. Didn't hardly use, I got almost half a tank right now, so probably not getting gas tomorrow. So anyway, not a bad night. It's kind of just a steady night also. I guess that's why I just had random thoughts run around my head, nothing specific. But anyway, I hope anyway, like and subscribe to the videos. Go back and check out the rest of the series. Thank y'all for being in here, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye guys.